if I'm making this video. This is to explain you the concept of ASMR. ASMR isn't weird or strange or anything abnormal. ASMR is very simple and very natural. The idea behind the ASMR is to give a name to a certain feeling that people were able to feel for a while, but nobody had a name for it. ASMR is just a name over the sensation. So, what is the sensation? It really depends for everyone. It can vary from one people to another. Certain people are feeling some tingling into the head, like a very peaceful tingling, something very relaxing. Other people feel it in the back of the neck or in their back. I already heard of someone who felt that sensation in their leg. So this is this sensation that is provoked, or the ASMR videos are trying to provoke this sensation for people. And this is perfectly normal and not abnormal at all. This is something very simple, in fact. This is based on sounds, or just sometimes it can be only with some movements, like relaxing movements, or even some visual triggers, like a certain light, a certain ambient. Things like that can trigger ASMR. But there is a lot of different triggers. Some people can enjoy some triggers, but not other ones. It also depends on the person. Everyone has their own preferences, and this is right like this. I also wanted to say you that ASMR is not related to anything sexual, not at all. Some people can experience ASMR with erotic triggers. It can work, but the real goal of ASMR is not related at all to anything sexual. And the basic of ASMR is just to give this nice feeling, this relaxing and peaceful feeling. And this is very good. Why is it? Because after a stressful day, it can be very appeasing to watch an ASMR video, just to feel better. It's like having a massage. It's something that makes us feel good, and it can be great for stress relief. So ASMR is like a massage, but with sounds or visual triggers, or even more complex triggers. But this is not more weird than any massage. It is something very simple. It can be very helpful for people. I've received a lot of messages from people who had insomnia or huge peak of stress or a lack of confidence in themselves. And if they sent me a message, this was because the ASMR videos helped them to overcome these hard times. So nothing is wrong with ASMR. And now I will try to explain the basics of the triggers, how ASMR is trying to trigger this nice sensation into people. And then I will show you some classic triggers and you will see if you enjoy them or not. You don't have to enjoy them all. Sometimes people are just more receptive to a trigger and not another. First, you have already noticed, I think, that I'm speaking with a very soft voice. And I could even be whispering. I will do that in a few minutes. Why am I speaking with such a soft voice? This is because it is a classic trigger for people. Having someone speaking slowly with a soft voice can trigger ASMR. Some people are receptive to soft voice, some people are receptive to whispering. Sometimes people enjoy both, like I do. But this is a very common trigger for ASMR. So now I will show you another classic one. With these two wood sticks. If I'm taking them, this is because I will do some tapping. I will gently tap one wood stick into another, and the sound that is produced by this can be very relaxing for people. So I will do it a little and you will see if that can relax you. Tapping is not only, of course, with two wood sticks. Tapping can also be with, for example, nails on a table or any other object, just having some little pressures on it. Now I will show you something that is a very common trigger for people. This is what we call binaural sounds. I will move the wood stick while tapping on it from your right ear to your left ear. And because I own a binaural microphone, you will hear the movement of the sound into your ears. For this purpose, I hope that you are wearing headphones or a headset. Because if you don't, you won't hear the differences, and this is these differences that are very triggering. So I will start moving to your right ear and then going to your left ear. I hope that this is relaxing for you. If it's not, don't worry, maybe there are some triggers that can be relaxing for you. And like I said earlier, ASMR is very simple, so I will keep these wood sticks and produce another sound with it. And I will make it binaural, and I will let you see if you enjoy it or not. Did you like it? I will now switch to another very common trigger. Like I said, I could be also whispering, so I will whisper to your ear, and I will switch from your right ear to your left ear with some very simple whispering. I will just say some very simple things, and you will see if this is something that you enjoy. So, I'm starting with your right ear. I'm just doing some very simple speech and simple sounds. I will now move to your left ear slowly, like this, and relax you. Just forget all your stress. Forget anything that could give you stress. I'm here just for you, to relax you, to make you have a relaxing and peaceful time. This can be very enjoyable at the end of the day to take a time for relaxation, for letting all the pressure go away, just to feel good, to have a moment for yourself, for your own peace in mind. Here it is. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will directly switch to another trigger. Which is called crackling. A crackling sound is something very common in ASMR. And I warn you, this is a sound that is a lot more noisy than the previous ones. So just to make sure that your sound isn't too loud, and if you don't like it at the beginning, I think you can switch to the next part of the video. I will write in the descriptions the timings for any parts. So here is a little soap that I got a few years ago, and I let it like this because this was a gift and I wanted to keep the gift in its original state, but also because I love the sound that it produces. I will let you see if you enjoy it or not. Did you enjoy crackling sounds? If you do, you can find a lot of ASMR videos that are producing some crackling sound. Now I will go to a more special part with this, because ASMR can be triggered with just a personal attention. We all love to be taken care of, so ASMR try to trigger that very enjoyable sensation that we feel when someone is taking care of us. And of course, I won't really brush your hair, but I will try to give you the feeling of someone brushing your hair softly. I love to have my hair brushed, and a lot of people do. So some ASMR videos are trying to just make your mind remember this enjoyable feeling by doing the same movements and looking as if it were a real airbrushing. Of course, it can also work for a lot of other things. For example, I love to go to the doctor when he's checking my health, just with a simple test. I feel very relaxed. I feel very peaceful. So I love to watch people playing the doctor and taking care of me in the video. And we call that a role play. And there is a lot of role plays in ASMR, and a lot of different ones. I will let you check that by writing ASMR roleplay on YouTube. You will find an astronomous quantity of videos. But I will start by brushing your hair. And even if it's not the sensation of brushing your hair that is relaxing you, you can be relaxed just by the soft movements of my hand. It can be something that triggers you. So I will start with the left part. A little up on the right. On the top. And on the left again. There's still a little more of air to brush. a little more on this part. So, how do you feel? I hope that you are feeling good. And I will go to the last trigger that I will present you. I just want you to know that there is a lot of different triggers. I'm just showing you some very common ones, but this is a very short part of what all the triggers can be. So if you want to know what you enjoy, just go check other videos on my channel or on other channels. There is a very large quantity of channels on YouTube and a lot of great ones. So my last trigger for this video will be the visual one. I will just make a light with this little object. I forgot the name. And I will ask you to follow the light. It can be relaxing just to follow my hand and the light. I warn you, it will make a very big sound. Ready? Okay. So now you can just follow the light. So, this was my last trigger. I really hope that you are relaxed, and if you are still here, it means that at least you were interested in what is ASMR. So I can only encourage you to check other videos and to know if you enjoy that or not. But I hope that even if you don't really like it, you understood that ASMR is something perfectly normal and which can be enjoyed and peaceful for a lot of people. I will see you, I hope, soon for another video. Goodbye. À l'époque, R2 et L2 n'avaient pas de descente